What up, y'all, and welcome back to the Fit Men Cook Kitchen. We are talking about love because the big day is coming up. The most impressive thing that you could ever do is cook. So for date night, if you don't know what to cook, here's my advice. You pick a culture, learn something about the dish that you're gonna create, and then that's a great dinner conversation topic. Everybody is impressed, not a know-it-all, by someone who is well-read and well-traveled. Works every time. Tonight, I am taking you for date night to Madagascar. And there's a reason that I picked this dish. So a few years ago, when I got the opportunity to go to Madagascar, I had vanilla chicken for the first time. And it was mind-blowing because I was thinking, wow, I've never had vanilla in a savory sense. But guess what? Vanilla has a lot of different uses. It's not just for dessert. The Aztecs discovered that when they mixed vanilla with chocolate, then it became an aphrodisiac. Also, to that end, research does show that the vanilla scent increases arousal in men by about 9%. So it's gonna get you going so you can get ready for date night. Now, here's an interesting story about vanilla that you may not know. Vanilla was actually created by a 12-year-old boy. And not just any 12-year-old boy, it was an enslaved African. Imagine that every vanilla bean or every vanilla flavor that you've ever had was pollinated by hand. And that probably explains why vanilla bean is just so darn expensive. That hand method was invented by a 12-year-old boy named Edmond Albius in 1841. You see, at that time, vanilla only grew naturally in Mexico. Why? Because vanilla pods could only be pollinated by a very specific type of bee that was only found in Mexico. So the Europeans tried for 50 years, taking the vanilla plants to all the different colonies and nothing would happen. Now enter Edmond. Edmond is living on La Réunion Island, which is in the Indian Ocean. It's within the African region, and it was a French colony. His enslaver saw that Edmond had this gift for plants, and so he taught him the very basic concepts of botany, how to fertilize flowers and how to plant them and cultivate them, things like that. They had vanilla vines on the island brought over from the French for over 20 years, and they didn't sprout anything until Edmond came along. He discovered that he could lift the membrane in the flower with a stick and then just press the male and female parts together with his thumb. And guess what? It actually worked. And so they took that method and popularized it around all the colonies. They took it back to Madagascar, and Madagascar just became huge in vanilla production. And to this day, they represent about 80% of the world's vanilla. Now, that method, though, is still used today. They call it la gestion des aimants, and I can't say that, so internet will correct me. And if you're wondering what happened to Edmond, Edmond did not profit off of the method. He just got it named after him, and he died in abject poverty. That's a nice story worth sharing. Here's what you're gonna need tonight. Most everything was already in my pantry, so you can use what you have on hand. Got some skinless chicken thighs, jasmine rice. You can do light or full fat, just account for the macros. Optional white wine, just get a cheap kind from the grocery store. Garlic and onion, some jumbo tiger prawns, fresh watercress, or if you can't find it, just some kale. Soy sauce, some sesame oil, lemon, some fresh herbs, vanilla bean. And before we get started, I found these small Le Creuset pots in the back of my kitchen pantry, and I'm gonna use them because I think there's just something inherently romantic about making just the right portions of food in just the right size dishes. It's kind of like this was crafted just for you. Yes, I know it's corny. Let me have my moment. All right, let's get after it. Remember, cornstarch on skinless thighs. It's gonna give you that crust that holds up and also helps to thicken the sauce. Sear until golden, let it release, don't move them. And build your aromatics in the same pot. Deglaze with white wine, then the coconut milk, little curry powder, and that vanilla bean. You're gonna nestle that chicken back in, lid on, let it do its thing for 25 minutes, y'all, walk away. Toast the rice in coconut oil first. Coats every grain so they stay separate. Coconut milk, I use white soy sauce for umami without darkening the color. Then you're gonna cut out a piece of parchment paper and put that right on the surface. It's called a cartouche. It helps trap steam evenly so you don't get a crunchy top and a mushy bottom. Lid on, low heat, then forget about it. That sauce should be silky, clinging to everything. And if you kept the heat low at the end for that rice, you're gonna get that ranona on the bottom, which is the crispy rice. And that's the prize in Malagasy cooking. Now we're gonna make some jumbo scrimps or big prawns, which is huge in Madagascar. So you're gonna make sure that they are deveined. You're gonna brush them with butter mixed with my land urban garlic seasoning. This is your visual flex. It takes 2 minutes under the broiler, but it's gonna look like you actually made an effort. Watercress is huge in Madagascar, so this is my nod to a dish they have called mofo anana. So garlic, oil, quick saute. Add the sauce on the bottom, rice in the center, chicken leaned on the side, and the watercress on top. One bowl, one statement. If you got some room and calories left, let's make those chocolate lava cake, AKA an adult mug cake. 10 minutes at 350, you want the center to jiggle, whipped cream, and I hit it with some pomegranate molasses because that's all I had. Sweet, tart, done. Now go be impressive. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed actually putting this menu together. Whether you're making this for Valentine's or for another occasion, always remember to make this your own. You can swap out the chicken for something else, and I promise you, you can't taste the vanilla because the curry softens it quite a bit, but it gives this other taste that most people won't be able to pick out. In fact, I would say that 95% of people aren't gonna be able to pick it out. So this is gonna be your own secret sauce, courtesy of Madagascar. Get the full recipe at fitmencook.com. And if you wanna grab my spices that were featured in that video, go to spices.shop. Before you log off that video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel active and keeps the content free, helps everyone regardless of where you come from to eat happy. Until next time, y'all, I gotta go find me a date. Ooh.